Hello guys, it's Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here with the deck that I used to reach DLV max. I actually made it on Monday the 13th, and I reached DLV max, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, with Stardust, actually shooting Star Dragon, but of course with Stardust Dragon and with Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. So you know, I am kind of fan of Yusei. I mean, my favorite character is Jaden, as you already know, with heroes, but I guess that after him we've got Yusei with his stuff. So I'm really glad I did this, and as you may have, and as you will see from the name of the deck, this is only one attempt. I have another idea for this deck actually, that you may see in the next days actually. So before jumping right into it guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So here with Yusei, of course, and his skill, that is shooting Star Road. Now quickly sum up for all who do not remember what it does. It's pretty easy. You have to play 4 monsters in your extra deck between among Stardust, Junk, or Synchron monsters, if I'm not wrong. There are no warriors, right? Yes, Junk, Synchron, or Stardust monsters, and you need to play 8 or more cards that are Junk monsters or Synchron Tuna monsters in your deck. So what this skill allows you to do is to play 1 Formula Synchron from outside your deck, and also it lets you begin the duel with the Junk Converter. That is basically the card in the graveyard that lets you have that 1 card synchro. That is of course our Junk Synchron. You just normal summon him and you can go directly from his normal summon to this big boy. So this is the deck list, as you can see. Of course is heavily loaded with back rows, because we have to, you know, take advantage of the fact that we got 1 card combo and we can feed the deck with cards that can interrupt our opponent. This is one of the best competitive version that I made actually, and I'll explain you why. So let's start saying that we play of course 3 Junk Synchron, of course 3 Junk Converter, and a double Jet Synchron. Not we do not need anything else, because you know these Jet Synchron are only to accomplish the requirements of the skill. Of course I'm talking about the 8 or more monsters that are Junk monsters or Synchron tuners. That's why we played this. And why do we play Jet Synchron or instead of Quick Draw Synchron? Because this guy can be special summoned from the grave actually. If you just need the monster in some special occasion, you can just bring it out from the grave by discarding a card that maybe can be useless. And why we do not need any other monster? Because we play triple tuning, and actually tuning equals to Junk Synchron. You can just play tuning, you have no cost except the one to send a card from your deck to the grave. That in this deck is not, you know, particular that advantage. But of course guys, if you have breakthrough skill, especially 3 copies in this deck, will be perfect, because you can just mill the breakthrough skill and you have a defense in your graveyard ready. Not gonna lie. But you need something to interrupt. So for example, the tuning gum, it's not that, you know, I actually prefer having something that interrupts my opponent instead of something that can protect my monster. That's my opinion. And then other than triple tune, so we basically play 6 Junk Synchron, plus we can say at least a couple more, because we have Junk Converter plus a Jet Synchron, means of course that we can search for Junk Synchron. Then we have double Necroid Synchro. Now, 1 is fundamental, the second can be, you know, optional. I prefer to play 2 because I really do wanna draw into it. But your usual play with Necro Synchro will be the Synchro summon of Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. The only bad thing is that with Necroid Synchro, Stardust Chronicle will not have is effect activatable, but and at least not the one that makes him immune to any unaffected by any other card effects, but you can use the other one. So let's suppose that you start your game summoning your Shooting Star Dragon. let's suppose your opponent just cut your Shooting Star Dragon straight away, and you have your banished Shooting Star Dragon. Then if you with your Necroid Synchro, if you summon your Stardust Chronicle, he has its effect negated, but not when it's going to the grave. When it's sent to the grave, it gets destroyed. You can use the effect and special summon one Dragon type Synchro monster. So in this case, in this scenario, you will be able to special summon your Shooting Star Dragon back on the field. Then we have a couple of Stardust Dragon, because just in case you can also summon your guy, with all these effect, because the play will be to summon a Stardust Dragon with your Necroid Synchro, and then, this of course is a late duel play, and you can use your Junk Synchron to special summon your Formula Synchron back on the field, then use your Necroid Synchro to summon your Stardust Dragon, then you have Stardust Dragon and Formula Synchron to synchro summon into your Stardust Chronicle. That's the thing, it's pretty nice, and actually I made this play in one of my replays, so stay tuned for that. And of course we got Junk Warrior to accomplish the number of monsters, and then we got some stuff to deal with monsters that cannot be targeted. We have some non-targeting destruction with Ally of Justice Crester, and this is actually for Luna Lightsaber Dancer. That monster cannot be targeted, but it is dark, so our Ally of Justice Crester is useless. Instead, we can put it in defense with our Crescent Amatrix. That's pretty nice, as you can see, because if this card is synchro summoned, you can change all face-out special summon monster your opponent controls to defense position, so pretty nice. And then among the traps, guys, the only thing that is really and high recommendable is the triple Canadia to interrupt your opponent without any cost. Then of course I have Fiendish Chain, but maybe if you have a breakthrough skill can be even better. And then I just decided to put a couple of Regeki Break because, guys, always the same thing. It's so versatile. You can pop back rows, you can pop field spell, you can pop monsters, everything you want, basically, whatever you want. So that's it, guys, for the explanation. I hope it's all clear and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, first replay interrupting a 2-win streak. This was actually an anime duel against Jack Carlos and Resonators. There you go, Demon's Resonance is him to begin with, and we have actually one of the best hand we can ever wish for, because we've got our 1-card combo and we are loaded with staple, with back rows, so we're chilling. Actually, this feels a little bit like playing Shirani, not gonna lie, but it's Stardust is always, maybe it's me, but it's just so enjoyable to play. So of course he's doing all the stuff, guys, that are actually ending with a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. So for this, actually, we could both need or a back row, or to deal with this, we can actually go through the summon of the Crescent Amatrix. So we put this in defense, and then our Shooting Star Dragon can have higher attack than that. So we go with the Junk Synchron's effect. So straight up with the Crystal Amatrix, as I told you, to put that in defense. Then of course getting advantage of the effect of the Junk Converter in the grave to go directly into a Stardust Dragon, as always. Then the skill to summon from nowhere our Formula Synchron. There you go, Shooting Star Dragon is here. Then triple said we also have another back row, so we're chilling Mystical Space Typhoon, and we can even negate that with Shooting Star Dragon, so pretty nice actually. And so of course he's not that, because he has the skill to use once again, then plus the effect of Wandering King Wildwood, so I guess he has whole actually from the beginning. We can speed things up, because as you can see right here, we're gonna just stop him with the Canadia, as you can see right here. And then guys, this was just a mistake, because I was so damn sure that this was a Regeki break, and I wanted to break that back row. I didn't even look at the back row, but and he ended up being a Fiendish Chain, so I just wasted a back row, but you know, guys, that's fine. I won anyway in the end, so it was just a mistake. Then I even used Canada, so I couldn't play my junk synchron effect, of course. So that was just so dumb. I'm sorry for that. So it's not that again, because he's got again the effect of the Wonder King Wildwind. Then he goes on with the summon of Skullmeister, but I just Canadian that, so there's really nothing he could do right here. Now he has just one card and no more Wandering King Wildwood. Forbidden Chalice, I don't know why actually, so there's really nothing to do. I just went on with the Junk Synchron, and look at this, with the Junk Warrior, then of course going on with Junk Converter's effect. I bring out the Junk Synchron, actually Stardust Dragon here, and then one of the best board I could ever had, Necroid Synchro, Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. So all three of my big boys are on the field. Look at how beautiful it is to play with this board. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel this time was against Trey and Gateway to Another Dimension. Pretty loaded deck with 27 cards. No, actually it was not. It was an LP boost. Wait, what? So I'm sorry. So I actually picked the wrong replay. This actually was against Fire Kings. So let's see what we got. Fire Kings, you know, are a pretty good, I have to say, matchup against. I have a pretty good matchup with my Stardust because we can just negate Destruction's effect. So, but of course we have to be aware of the Arvada that can negate effect. So, of course, Junk Synchron to begin with, Book of Moon, and that's fine. I mean, we got some back rows to chill with. And let's see, it's got the Baronga's effect, had the Arvada, that is pretty actually hard to counter. Then the Fire King Island to pop his own Garnix, then Garnix again from the field, from the deck with the field with the spell card, then kicking in, he pops everything, and I let him do it because I would have lost my monsters anyway the next turn right now with the effect of Garnix, so it was fine, you know. And he decided to negate his own Garnix with Arvada to pop him again, but the other one I think is coming, so actually no, he used the effect of Arvada, popping the Arvada in his hand to summon a monster from the grave, so that he filled the space and lost the ability to summon the other Garnix. And maybe this was a misplay that he will regret lately, because now he has, he actually lost the effect of Garnix, and this effect won't activate next turn. Now, as you can see right here, I was playing Quick Draw Synchron, but actually then the final version is with Jet Synchron. So as you can see, Canada to set the Arvada so that my effect gets no negation. Then Regeki Break to pop the back row I was just afraid of. It was another Book of Moon, so it was a good pop actually. And then summoning the Canada, because with Canada I can get rid of the Arvada that is set. And then I'm free, I can just go on with the all the summon of straight away to the Shooting Star Road skill and the Shooting Star Dragon summon, getting rid of Garnix. I can summon a monster from the deck, the Arvada actually, getting rid of that, and we're chilling. The Baron gets destroyed anyway with the effect of Arvada, so he gets to have another Fire King Island, popping his own Arvada that can summon a Garnix now from the grave. But the good thing is that now, as long as he has no Arvada on the field, so that he cannot negate my Shooting Star Dragon effect, we're chilling. So every time he summons the Garnix and tries to pop the monsters on the field, I can negate that with my Shooting Star Dragons, as you can see right here. So we're more than chilling, he cannot do anything. So we got another Canada so that we can stop the just an Arvada if he's coming back. We can just attacking. The only thing I forgot to mention, guys, that with this deck, because we only play 5 tunas, you definitely do not want to use the effect of Shooting Star Dragon to excavate, because you're gonna usually end up with no tunas excavated and no attack to perform. Keep in mind that. So Garnix again with the effect negated once again, so there's actually no reason to summoning, keep on summoning, then onslaught to get another one, and I Canadian that so that he does not get destroyed in the end phase, so that he has no double effect in the standby phase, because I can only negate once, and we're chilling right here. We got a junk converter, not that useful actually, so I decided to keep it in my hand. Then popping the Garnix, and he's got a Yaksha from the deck. Not a big problem. Garnix again, negated once again. So as I told you guys, as long as there's no Arvada on the field, we're chilling. And again, Fire King to add Baron, so I guess he has no Arvada left in his deck. There you go, double summon right here, and actually only one summon. He's got nothing to do actually. Standby phase, Garnix once again, negated that, and now I just went on with my tuning. There you go, adding another junk synchron, and boom, as you can see, all this stuff all the way to the Stardust Dragon, so I got even double negation just in case he managed to summon double Garnix. And there you go, that's how you do it. Third duel, 3-win streak right here, Ultimate Dragons, right? No, it was not Ultimate Dragons actually, but Serakaiba with blue eyes. Maybe this was alternative, with the alternative skill. So first turn, double blue eyes on the field, so actually not that bad for us because he has no back rows. We've got 2 ways to get our junk synchron. We are okay with one. We can go all the way, as you can see right here, directly into a shooting star dragon and setting our back row. We can just get rid of one of the blue eyes, and we're chilling. Then cards of consonance, another one actually, and then stone to recycle blue eyes. Let's see if he has the actually he cannot have the blue eyes by the polymerization because he has no ultimate dragons. And then he decided to target my back row, and in response I decided to pop one of his back rows. There was a Kamagat, so it was definitely a good pick right here. Junk converters effect to add another junk synchron, as you can see right here. So as you can see, Quick Draw Synchron has really no sense in this deck. So definitely better the Jet Synchron. Plus, if you break, Jet Synchron can just be summoned as a monster to protect your life points. And so just went on putting defense those because I want to be able to pop one with my Stardust Dragon. There you go. And I popped that, and then I made my misplay because I knew he had a blue eyes in his hand. I forgot that he didn't play Ultimate Dragon, so I didn't attack this because I didn't want him to use the stone to have another blue eyes in his hand. This was my mistake, of course. He decided to attack, but with my shooting star dragon I could just negate that. And then he comes back in the end phase. Then we've got another Canadian to chill with, and boom, Karma Cut to get rid of my shooting star dragon. Now pretty unlucky right here because I made that misplay. I was not paying attention. Then Ancient Rules, double blue eyes, and Dragon. Wait, what? I don't know why, but my Canadian said no thank you, and now I need something, you know. And look at this, I tributed my Stardust Dragon to, you know, to summon the Quick Draw Synchron because I was afraid of the effect of Dragon that said target one dragon type your monster your opponent control, take control of that target. So I didn't want him to take control of my Stardust Dragon. That's why I tributed him to summon my Quick Draw Synchron. And then I actually saved my Necroid Synchro for the beautiful play that you're gonna see in the next turn. So he recycled the blue eyes, then he can just go on. Then Dragon's effect to summon another blue eyes. That's how we can see right here. He can just, you know, our Canadian can save me. And then now it comes the spice. So Necroid Synchro to summon right here a Stardust Chronicle. So now Stardust Chronicle has his effect negated, but if he gets destroyed, I can bring back my shooting star dragons. So look at this, boom, popping that, and we're chilling. So we've got shooting star dragons attacking, and that's how you do it. So now he's got nothing left, just a Regeki break, kicking in. It seems like he's got nothing. So a Sage to add the blue eyes, but I guess he has nothing to do anymore. Cards of Consonance. Raigeki Break to pop me, but I can just negate that with my Shooting Star Dragon. And there you go. It's just recycling stuff, but you know, it's actually the duel is just handed. On Ancient Rules, Spirit of White popping the Sage because I was afraid he has the blue eyes in his hands, but I made my calculation wrong. There's nothing you could do, just suicide, commit suicide, and that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Interrupting right here a 5-win streak. This was Chiron, if I'm not wrong. So it's us to begin, pretty nice. So we do not have to care about back rows. So I will just speed things up with the usual combo. But I decided to keep my Formula Synchron in this case. There you go. Starting with the Shirani Solitaire, and decide to Canadian as on summon so that he cannot trigger him to bring out a Spectre's Word. So that was my play. A cover card set, and I decided not to go with the Synchro Summon. And you know why? Because now that the effect of the skill is vanished, I can just Synchro Summon not Shooting Star Dragon but the Chronicle. And you know why I went for Chronicle? Because Chronicle can just chain its effect and be unaffected by any of its back rows. So in this case, it was better to have a Chronicle on the field. There you go, Floodgate, chaining the effect, unaffected, goodbye to back rows, and I can just go on with Junk Synchron, summoning other stuff. Ally of Justice Cadastre. We're not done yet. Then Stardust Dragon, just in case he tries to pop something. We also got another back row right here. We can just start popping, and we do not care about, you know, anything right here, because if he sends a Spectre's Ward, we have to, you know, wait. He has to wait a turn, and there you go. We can just hand right here the duel, just attacking. He has the Sphere Kuribo, but I can be unaffected. That's how you do it. There you go, my boys. Here in my 2-win streak, this was an insane duels against the Triamids, balanced Triamids. This was insane, guys. Look at this play. So I'm sorry if the video is too long, but these duels were just so good. I had to show you. So just starting with the Master and the set card that of course will be a trap, and the field spell thanks to balance. We've got luckily a Junk Synchron, and he's got the Power Sync Stone. So now you need to know, I don't know if you know this card, but this card is pretty cool because every time a monster's effect is activated, you get to put a counter on this, either if it's activated from your side of the field or from your opponent's side of the field. So, and once this card has 2 counters, max 2, monster's effect cannot be activated and their effects are negated. So you have to play knowing that after 2's effect, no effects are allowed. And this is pretty cool with Triamid, because Triamid actually in your opponent's turn, so in your turn, can activate their effect and change the field spell. That's the thing. So that's exactly what it did. So there you go. First effect of Junk Synchron, and second effect from the Triamid Master. Actually no, because he activated a little late. But we're chilling, so we get to use the effect of Junk Converter, and this is the last effect we're gonna activate. So, and I decided to stop that because, you know, I was afraid of him attacking, and I believed, and I was wrong as you can see, that this effect was still applied, but actually not. It was not applied, so because of Triamid King Golem, so I made a misplay right here. I stopped with Fiendish Chain that, and then we just, you know, discovered that the effect is not applied, so I just lost my monster. So I just got another Junk Synchron right here. I was lucky. Fiendish Chain to stop the Triamid Master, but the counter gets put anyway right here, so we have to also to remember that. Then the effect Triamid Cruiser, and now because there are already 2 counters right there, the only thing I can do is just set my Jet Synchron. I cannot do anything because Junk Synchron cannot activate its effect. So he went in and decided to Canadian that. So why? Because now next turn he can only activate one effect, and I can activate my Junk Synchros effect. So there you go. So I went on with the Junk Synchros effect. First counter, and then Junk Warrior is here with the Junk Converter that uses its effect, and to the Junk Converter, of course, to bring back the Junk Synchron, and that's all we need. We can just go with Stardust Dragon, and then no more effects are needed, so we do not care about these having 2 counters. There you go, Shooting Star Dragons, exactly what we needed. We can just start getting rid of stuff. There you go. First we do the only card that can attack, and now we have to be careful about that. So he has the Trimid Hunter, drawing a card, discarding another one, then Master actually was a brilliant play because the cost is to send a monster to the grave, and he's sending himself, so the effect is not negated by Fiendish Chain, but I can negate that with my Shooting Star Dragon. So one effect is gone, and then the other one as well, so no more effects are allowed. So now he just went in with the attack and we're chilling. I could not negate the attack because we have to counter on this, keep in mind that. So we went on Raigeki Break, pretty nice effect right here, Triamid King Golem to there you go, to recycle the Master, and I decided to attack to get rid of that. Power Sync Stone in the end phase, getting rid of all the counters, then Trimid Hunter once again to summon a Master, then he's got the Trimid Dancer, first effect, and then Raigeki Break. As soon as he went in the end phase, Raigeki Break to pop the Triamid King Golem, so he has no field spell, he cannot change that. I was afraid of this, but actually I can negate that with my Shooting Star Dragon, and that was fundamental to get rid of the field spell. So he cannot activate his effect, and he cannot put counters on his Power Sync Stone. So that was the thing. Then tuning to that Junk Synchron, there you go, first effect to recycle the Junk Converter, then Synchro Summon into Amatrix, but then I decided to not activate the effect of Junk Converter from the grave. Why? Because if I activate the effect, a second counter gets put on the Power Sync Stone, my Shooting Star Dragon's effect gets negated, and I could have not negate the effect of Triamid Pulse. So that's the thing, you have to think with all the cards that we have on the field. So that was the super play right here. Then I could just attack. I think he's got nothing right here to be, you know, but he actually got a field spell and Triamid Hunter to bring out the Triamid King Golem. Fortress lets him recycle a monster, and this time is the Triamid Sphinx, so it's not over. Then I made this misplay because I activate the effect of Shooting Star Dragon and get no attack, but I should have activated the effect of Jet Synchron from the grave. So with 2 Power Sync Stone, I could have done a very good thing. As you can see right here, no sooner, no attack, because look at this. Now I attack and it's fine. He gets to summon the Sphinx because the Sphinx effect activates from the hand. But what happens now is that with 2 counters, the Sphinx gets no boost except for the boost of King Golem, so I could have attacked with my Shooting Star Dragon and get over that if I used the effect of the Jet Synchron instead of the Shooting Star Dragon's effect. So this was a little misplay that nearly cost me the duel, as you can see, because now he could get rid of my Shooting Star Dragons, but I'm not done yet. There you go, Necroid Synchro to go into Stardust Chronicle, and now look at this play. Stardust Chronicle's effect to banish that, even if it's negated, because I wanted 2 counters right here, then Jet Synchron for the second effect, now 2 counters, Triamid Sphinx gets negated, so I can just swing in with my Chronicle Spark Dragon. Of course I get no summon, no effect, because Triamid Column is in play, so no effect can be activated while a Triamid monster battles. And now he is done. He cannot do anything else. Just a set card. We've got tuning. I only have a jet synchron left in my deck. I just started to attack. He's got a Fiendish Chain, so it's not over yet actually. But I don't think he's got no other monster, so that's how you do it. Insane duel, my boys. Last but not least, this was on my win streak to DLV max. As you can see, full win streak. We've got a pretty bad hand against Thunder Dragons. Pretty bad hand because we've got no tuner. Let's see if we draw one in the next turn. So he's beginning with a couple of Thunder Dragon. Then we only got a couple of back rows, and still nothing. I decided to start attacking because I realized I should put his life points under 3,300, so I can just wing in with my Shooting Star Dragon as soon as I can summon him. There you go. This was the target. So now he is forced to use. I can't trigger his Destiny Draw. That's the purpose. I finally went into my tuning so I can add my Junk Synchron. Now he's forced to use his stuff with my Shooting Star Dragon, otherwise he gets screwed. So I can just speed things up here because it's always the same stuff. Ended up with the Shooting Star Dragon. Then I used my Necroid Synchro to go into another Stardust Dragon just in case I need some extra destroying protection. I also used the effect because there were very low cards in my deck, so I was sure I had at least one tuner in the next 5. There you go, Necroid Synchro into Stardust Dragon, but keep in mind that Stardust Dragon has its effect negated, so it cannot negate nothing actually. I went in and Sphere Kuriboh says no thank you, and then he summoned the Trifortress subs, and to stop me. Then next turn, pretty nice play with Khal Sorcerer. I had to Canadian that, but it's not done. Then Xyz Shogun into Ptolemy, but we're chilling. Another Canadian right here. I decided not to pop because I didn't want him to have Thunder Dragon's effect to chain to his Levianeer summon so that I cannot negate Levianeer's effect. Keep in mind that when you play against Thunder Dragons, and that is exactly as I predicted. Levianeer, but he banished monsters that have no effect when banished, so I can negate that with my Shooting Star Dragon. So that's how you do it. You have to think, guys, when you play this deck, when you play in KC Cup. So another, once again, Shooting Star Dragon's effect because there were still the tuners in my deck. I went in and yes, no more hand traps. So that's how you do it, my boys. This actually was my rank up, as you can see from the background. So guys, that was all for the replays. I hope you enjoyed all the explanation, and of course feel free to ask me wherever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.